Hey guys, welcome back to the final conference for E3. This was Sony's big one, and all I've got to say is this. Congratulations Sony, you fucking nailed it. They have won E3, they walked away with it, absolutely incredible. They took the ball, they ran out the stadium, lapped the world 4 times, came back, put the ball firmly back down in the middle of the field and gave Microsoft a finger. That was insane. Last year, very disappointed with what Sony gave us. A lot of people were happy because they had Shenmue and a few other titles. None of that mattered to me. It wasn't interesting. I was really disappointed. This year, I thought, Christ, we're going to get more of the same. Is it really worth waiting until 2 o'clock in the morning to see what they have? Is it going to be rammed full of indie crap again? No. They absolutely destroyed. I just don't even know what to say. It was just incredible. It was literally just an hour jam-packed full of incredible games. So that said, let's just get into it. First up, God of War. The new God of War is absolutely stunning. They opened the show with this game, completely different to the original 3. I haven't played Ascension, I've only played the first 3, and I've never been a fan of that game. A hack and slash genre doesn't really appeal to me. The only one I've ever enjoyed was Heavenly Sword. But this looks incredible. It's a bit more slower paced, a bit more adventuring. You've got a little child with you. It just looks incredible, man. The sound design, I had my headphones on for the whole of the press conference because it's late at night. And the sound design was just stunning. I mean, they got the orchestra playing live, which helped. But it's just amazing. I love the acting. It really got me emotionally involved. And that's probably because I had the headset on. It was really, immersive. But I was so impressed with God of War. And I'm absolutely buying that. I've got to try and play that and see how we get on with it because it's just incredible. So they followed that with a trailer for a game called Days Gone, which I'll talk about later because they do a demo at the end of the show. Next up, they had Last Guardian, which everyone is obviously happy about. Not a game that I'll be buying personally. That's coming out 26th of October this year, 2016. Then it was Horizon Zero Dawn from Guerrilla. So they had a brand new demo for that. I'll be absolutely honest, I'm not sure about that game. I was interested. I have been since it was announced. It looks fantastic every time they show it, but like the last demo last year, it was more of the same, running around in the field, running around in circles, just fighting robots. I don't really see the appeal, and the problem is it's Guerrilla. I don't trust Guerrilla as a developer because going on in the past games of the Killzone franchise, I played all of them and they bored the shit out of me. They always look great, but I find them incredibly boring to play. So that's what worries me about Horizon Zero Dawn. Is it another case of it looks amazing, but it's actually boring when you play it? I hope I'm completely wrong because I do like the look of it. I just feel it would have been nicer to have a better demo this time, more to explain the story than just a repeat of what we had last year. Next up was Detroit from Quantic Dream, which I've been waiting for. They've changed the character now. Originally they were using the actress from the following on the back of their original demo for Kara. They've now got a male android, and it was showing today in the trailer. It's very short, but it was just showing a life or death situation where another android was holding a child hostage, and you as your android character had to talk him down or shoot him. And it showed all the different ways of approaching the situation with branching paths. Very excited. It didn't show a lot, but it is Quantic Dream, and I trust them wholeheartedly because all of their games have been incredible, and I'm buying that game no matter what. So the more we see of it, brilliant, but if not, don't matter. And God of War is on the TV at the moment. I'm just watching it again, and it just, oh my God, that game looks incredible. It's like The Last of Us with Kratos. It looks fucking unbelievable. I'm absolutely blown away by the level of detail in that game. I was actually gutted watching it because I thought, I hope this isn't a PlayStation Neo game because it looks unbelievable. Anyway, next up, they had a little demo trailer, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it might have been PT at first. I thought they were resurrecting it, but no, it's Resident Evil 7, which looks absolutely stunning. Looks like they're going back to the old school Resident Evil. The only thing I'll say is it looked like it would scare the living shit out of me. I had headphones on, and I was tense, and I was thinking, oh, I really don't want to watch this with headphones on. So I thought, yeah, I don't know if I could actually play that on my own. I'd be a bit too scared to play it, and I'm not afraid to admit that. But yeah, it does look fantastic from the little bit they showed. The date for that, I believe, is the 24th of January 2017, so I hope that's right. It was pretty quick, and unfortunately, they have it on the big screen, and then they cut back to the auditorium, so you can't really see the screen that well. Next up, VR, PlayStation VR. Right, PlayStation VR is coming out October the 13th in America. That's the only date they gave us, so the rest of us will have to wait and see. Now, as I said before, I'm not really big on VR. I used to be. Ever since it's been announced for PlayStation and Oculus, I've gone off it quite a lot. But they showed the VR games coming out, and I must admit, I was very impressed. They had, the first game was a game called Farpoint, which was a first-person shooter sci-fi. It looked like it was on Mars. It looked really, really cool, nice graphics. I really like the look of that one. There was a Battlefront X-Wing, looked really cool. Star Wars Virtual Reality is going to be great. There was Batman Arkham, which they didn't show anything. It was just him, his cowl. I don't know how that's going to work, so that'll be really interesting. Final Fantasy 15, I don't care about, but it's got VR. Next up, this one was a surprise. They played a demo, and I didn't know what the game was, and I thought it was virtual reality at first, so I'm assuming it's still part of that package. I'm not 100% certain, but it starts off where you see a character going through a hangar, gets into a ship. It's all first person. I'm thinking, oh, what the hell's going on here? Flies up into space, has this epic space battle, comes out of the ship, starts annihilating people, and it just looked absolutely amazing. All this first person shooting. I thought, what is this game? It's incredible. It was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I was like, really? That demo, that trailer they put out was shit. And I'm completely done with Call of Duty at this point. I don't care about the franchise, but that looked absolutely fantastic, and I don't want to get suckered in, but I'm suckered in. It looked incredible. Then they announced, obviously, the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare remaster, which we know is coming, so that's fine. Then, the best thing of all, just so impressed. Sean Layden comes back on stage, drops a bomb. Crash Bandicoot is coming to Skylanders. That's not the bomb, but it is going to Skylanders. The bomb is Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 Warped are all being remastered on PS4. I mean, I would love a new Crash Bandicoot in the old style, PS1 style, but to have the trilogy remastered, day one purchase. I cannot wait. It's going to be incredible. Then they had Lego Force Awakens Star Wars, which I'm not into the Lego games, but I am now because that looks absolutely fantastic. Great, usual Lego humour, beautiful graphics. I'm a big fan of the Force Awakens, so I really like the look of that. It looks fantastic. And it's coming out in 2 weeks' time as well, which is even better. Then Kojima came out. Didn't think he was going to come on stage tonight. He was on with Jeff Keighley earlier saying he wasn't really ready to do anything with his game or talk about it. Obviously he lied. But that's Kojima for you. So he came out. His new game is called Death Stranding. Now the demo didn't show you much, the trailer. It showed a naked Norman Reedus in the middle of nowhere looking up at 4 guys hovering in the air. I have absolutely no idea. It's Kojima. It's probably mental. But yeah, I'm very fascinated and I want to know more. I'm dying to learn more about that. It just looked oh man, I'm so buzzing at the moment. I'm proper hyped. Sony absolutely killed it tonight. Never thought I was going to be saying that. I honestly thought it was going to be a repeater last year. Next up was Spider-Man. Apparently Insomniac are making that one. That looks absolutely beautiful. Really, I'm not usually into the Spider-Man games, but this one looks absolutely incredible. The graphics are just stunning. The environments, the way he swings, everything. It reminded me a little bit of the old PlayStation 1 Spider-Man, and I love that game. So yeah, I'm well up for that. Spider-Man looks fantastic. Then they closed the show with Days Gone, which I spoke about earlier. They had a trailer at the beginning. At the end of the show, they closed it with an actual demo. That game looks intense. It's basically a post-apocalyptic, third-person, open-world game by the look of it, starring a guy who's a biker, or used to be a biker because it's post-apocalyptic. Typical thing where you know he's trying to find the guy he's going to execute, and as he gets to the area, these little zombie baby things attack him, and then there's just hundreds and hundreds of zombies. I've never seen so many characters on a screen at once. Remember back in the day when consoles, as generations went on, especially the last couple of generations, it was a big thing when they say, look how many characters we can have on screen at once. Like Dead Rising on the Xbox 360 was the one. That was a prime example where they really made a big deal about the amount of zombies. This game, it must have been literally like thousands of zombies chasing him. It was insane. And at the end of the demo, he gets trapped and the camera pans back and there's just zombies everywhere. I've never seen so many characters just constantly going. The frame rate didn't drop or anything. It was just, that's probably the first time I ever talk about frame rate. But yeah, it was absolutely epic. I'm well up for that. So Days Gone is another one. So basically, this year, Sony absolutely crushed it at E3. There's game after game after game that I want. I've got a whole massive list now, including the Microsoft stuff as well. E3 is being absolutely fantastic so far. I don't expect anything from Nintendo at their Treehouse tomorrow unless they've got a massive ace up their sleeve and they drop the NX and they've lied to us all. never see that happening because Nintendo ain't that kind of company anymore. But if it did, that would just be the cherry on top of this amazing cake that we've got for E3 2016. Absolutely blown away. If you've seen the press conference, guys, let me know in the comments below. What did you think? What are the standout games for you? If you haven't, go and check it out. I'll put a link down in the description. You've got to watch it. It's just 1 hour of the most incredible, awesome gaming news, demos, and just awesomeness you're ever going to see. It's just fantastic. Sony kicked ass. I love Microsoft. They did a fantastic job. I love their press conference. Check my other video, see my reactions to that. They absolutely nailed it. Did everything I wanted them to do. But quite frankly, on a purely game front, Sony crushed them. There wasn't even a doubt. There's no question about it. It's no fanboyism. I own both consoles. Sony crushed Microsoft. Way more exclusives and games that just make me just go, holy shit. So yeah, it's a good time to be a gamer. It really is a great time. Anyway guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought, what stands out for you, what are your thoughts on E3 so far, have you enjoyed it? I'm loving it as per usual. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you again in the next video.